Hey guys, what's up? It's Winnie here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have my monthly favorites to share with you guys, and I realize it's the middle of the month and it's kind of random, but I missed last month and I realized that I have a ton of new beauty favorites that I want to tell you guys about. So we're just gonna break the rules here and do a monthly favorites. And also because it's been a really busy couple of weeks for me, so I didn't get a chance to post my favorites, but this whole month has been like a huge birthday celebration, which is great. I had some friends visiting from out of town this past weekend, and I'm going on a trip next weekend and the weekend after that. So it's gonna be a crazy busy end of the month, and I might as well just go ahead and talk about these favorites now. So first, I have something that I've been using in my previous videos. I used it today, and I also just recently talked about it on my Instagram, and it's a new foundation that I've been loving. It's from Mercier. I have two shades here because I can wear both, and I'm going to tell you guys about them, but it's the new Flawless Fusion Ultra Long Wear Foundation. This is a medium to full coverage foundation, and it's supposed to be super long wearing, 15 hours to be exact. I have not tested that out, but I have worn it for about 8 hours or so, and that's like a typical day for me, and it holds up really, really well. My face doesn't look oily or patchy or anything like that, and it does give you really, really good coverage. Usually I'm more like a light to medium coverage girl, but this, when I do need extra coverage or if I'm wearing it to like an event or a party or something, this is a great foundation that looks really nice throughout the whole entire night, and it stays looking really flawless. I posted a picture of me wearing it on my Instagram, and you guys were commenting on how flawless it looked on, and it really does give you a beautiful semi-matte satiny flawless finish, and it's super, super lightweight on the skin. It doesn't feel too heavy at all, even though it gives you really great coverage. It comes with a little pump. I have it in the shade Macadamia, which is 2W1, and that's made for more warmer undertones. They also have some for cooler undertones and neutral undertones, which is great because the other shade that I have is in Cashew, and that's 2N1, which is more of a neutral undertone. So I can technically wear both of them, or either or, and I can also mix them. Like right now in the summer, I spend a little bit more time outside, so I'm in the sun more, so I'm a little bit more warm in the face, so I can use the warmer undertone. But like I said, it's almost the same exact color, just a little bit different in the undertone, so that's why I can use both shades. And I have on Macadamia right now. I have seen in the comments that some of you guys think my face is a little bit too light for like the lower half of my body, and that's because I am sitting really close to my ring light, which is actually closer to my face, because if I like move back, it's actually one color, but it's just that the ring light is closer to my face than the rest of my body, if that makes sense. And it's usually a little bit darker around me, so it looks like my like shoulders or like this lower half is just a little bit darker than my face. I promise that my foundation matches. It just doesn't look that way because my ring light wants to play me. And I'm still kind of playing around with lighting and where I should film. This is just easiest on my couch, so hopefully the lighting situation will get fixed soon. But anyway, moving on, I have a new beauty sponge that has replaced all of my other beauty sponges and also the brushes to apply foundation and concealer with. This has been my favorite thing. It is so soft and squishy. It's from Flower Beauty, and it's the 3-in-1 blending sponge, and I have my good old beauty blender here to compare. This is the original beauty blender, and this has been my tried and trusted beauty tool. Nothing could compare to the beauty blender. I've tried so many other beauty sponges and it just didn't work the same until I discovered this one from Flower Beauty, and this one has completely taken its place. Just has a lot more bounce compared to the beauty blender. I don't know what material it's made out of, but the surface and the texture of the sponge is a lot smoother compared to the original beauty blender, and overall compared to all of the beauty sponges I've tried from EcoTools and Real Techniques, it just is the most bouncy and squishy one of them all, and I just love the size and shape of it. It's a 3-in-1 because it has a larger rounded bottom. It's a little bit bigger than the beauty blender, and it has a flat surface on one side, and it also has a tip. Next is another affordable drugstore item. This is from Maybelline. It's their new Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I feel like I haven't heard a lot of talk about this, and I've been using this non-stop ever since I got it. It's almost like half gone already. But this is a mineral-based translucent powder, so it's great for controlling shine and oil on your face. I use it underneath my eyes and on my face to bake, and it leaves your skin with a really really smooth and silky finish, which is why I love it so much. And it does come in different shades. I have it in Fair Light, which I think is the lightest shade that it comes in. It's supposed to be translucent, but I feel like it does leave a little tiny bit of a hint of color on your skin. I don't mind it because I'm using underneath my eyes, so I like that area to be brightened up a little bit. You do want to be careful when you're using this with flash photography or anything because you might get that flashback, which is not cute. But otherwise, for like daily use, I think this is a really nice powder because of how silky smooth it leaves my skin, and it just makes everything else go over it so nice and easily, so I really like this. Next, I have something that I kind of don't want to talk about just because it is sold out, and I feel like it's so frustrating when people talk about something they love and you can't even get it. So I'm really sorry because I think it is sold out, and I don't know if they're going to be restocking this because I actually got this when they did do a restock of it, but it's the Jacklyn Hill palette from Morphe. I wasn't planning on getting this palette. Like I said, when it first came out, I was like, oh, whatever, it's fine. I can do without one Morphe palette, but everybody was telling me how amazing it was, and I was talking to my friend Sophia, and she was like, you would love this palette, so yeah. And I think it was around like $45 or $48. I can't remember for sure, but it's a little bit more than your average Morphe palette. But I absolutely love the colors in this palette. I've used almost every single shade except for some of the blues and greens, which are a little bit out there for me, but I do want to play with them because I think they are so beautiful. Every single shadow in this palette is super creamy and pigmented. And of course, being a warm neutrals girl, I've been using all of the neutral shades like on a daily basis. I used it today, but you can obviously do a lot of dramatic looks with it as well, which is why I love it so much. But I know there are a lot of opinions about this palette out there. I happen to love it. I'm a big fan of Morphe eyeshadows. Next, I have the Makeup Forever Artist Face Color Highlight, Sculpt, and Blush powders. And you can buy these individually. I think they're around $23, or you can buy the Duo palette or the Trio palettes, which I have two of, and the Trio palettes are $45 each. I love the fact that you can customize what you want in each palette. You can do like a whole palette of blushes, a whole palette of contour, or a whole palette of highlight if you wanted to, but I have the blush, contour, and the highlight in this one, and I'm gonna put the names of them underneath. I'll just call this palette 1, and this is also the palette that I'm wearing on my face today, so I'll list the information on the colors down below. But this is like my perfect travel palette, and I love that these come in like hard metal cases, so it keeps all of the powders inside nicely protected. And then there's also a giant mirror inside, which is really handy. But I've been loving this palette that I customize. It's super handy to have every color that you know you want to use and need. And then the other palette was actually sent to me as it is from Makeup Forever, so I just kept it this way because I actually really liked the colors in it. So I'll call this palette 2, and I will list all of the colors down below for you guys. But I've been loving this one as well because it's a little bit on the warmer side. And then this is something that I've actually talked about on my channel before, but it's been a while and I can't remember if it was in a favorites or not, so I thought I would just mention it again. But it's Cotton Puffs from Daiso, and I feel like every single time I'm in Daiso, I always make sure I pick up a pack of these. So when my friends came to visit me, I took them to Daiso because they hadn't been before, and I told them they had to try their Cotton Puffs. And I realized I tell every single person that goes with me to Daiso to try their Cotton Puffs because I'm obsessed with them. I don't know if anybody else is weird about Cotton Puffs like I am, but they have the best ones. They're in these little rectangular shapes that are perfect size to remove your like eye makeup or whatever, and they don't leave any lint on your face, which is like a huge pet peeve of mine. They're also great for removing nail polish, and it just like doesn't leave those like little stringy fibers on your nails or anything, and they just feel like a really great quality cotton, even though I think it's just like 100% regular cotton. I don't know, but I highly recommend them, and it's the one that come in a pack of 2. I know they have a different one, but it's the ones that come in a box like this. They recently changed the packaging. It used to be all pink, but it looks like this now. So you get 180 Cotton Puffs for like $1.50 compared to whatever it is at the drugstore for, I think it's like around $3. So I think it's a really good deal, and it's just a better quality cotton puff. Alright, last but not least is a little vanity mirror that I did mention on my Snapchat, but I thought I would just go ahead and talk about it on my channel. This is the mirror that I use every single day to do my makeup. I actually had a different one from the same company. I ordered it on Amazon. I will leave a link down below. That one I actually broke because I packed it and the back like little hingey part broke off, so I had to order a new one. And I tried to find the exact same one, but they actually updated the mirror on it, so it folds out like this, and it's a lot bigger, and you get a different angle on each side. Sorry for like the blinding light, but I love that the lights on this mirror are strip lights, so they're a lot brighter compared to the ones with the little dots on it. It is dimmable, and I'll show you guys how it looks when you turn it on, but I love how bright it gets because I used to use just a regular table like vanity mirror like this. Sorry, this is really dirty. This just didn't provide enough light for me, and even though it like swivels, that's pretty much all it does. So whenever I travel, I really need something that is large enough for me to sit in front of to do my makeup, and also something that provided enough light so that I can see, because it's always usually a little bit more dim and the lighting is really weird in hotels, unless of course you have a nice big window to sit in front of, but even still, like, the lighting is different at different hours of the day. But with this, you always have a nice bright light whenever you're doing your makeup, and you can switch it on and off. And this is also really handy because it comes with a little USB cord, so you can plug it in or you can use batteries with it. It has a nice sturdy base to it. You can always put things in this little tray. You can swivel this however you want it, and like I said, it opens up really nice and big. And it also comes with a little magnifying mirror for you too if you're doing up close stuff. So I will leave a link down below for you guys. I just think it's a must-have for any makeup lover. Like I said, I just use it every single day on my vanity. So that's all I have for you guys for my monthly favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And actually, if you've made it to the end of this video, I have a little surprise for you guys. I usually try to do a little giveaway every year on my birthday just to say thank you for the love and the support that you guys always give me. So I'm going to be giving away the Urban Decay Naked Heat collection. And if you missed it, I did a whole swatch video for this entire collection. I will link it down below or in the cards up above. And this is the PR package that I received. So I'm going to be giving this away because I did receive 2 of them. So this one got a little bit smashed, so I'm sorry that the box is a little bit damaged, but I promise everything else in it is brand new and untouched. I swatched a completely different set. So I just wanted one of you guys to win this collection because it's been one of my favorite collections this summer, and I use the Naked Heat palette like constantly. So I'm gonna leave everything you need to know on how to enter this giveaway down below, so make sure you read the rules first, and of course make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. That is step number 1 on entering the giveaway, because this is a very special thank you to my subscribers, and I just love the chance to be able to say thank you and share the love with one of my subscribers. So just make sure you guys are subscribed and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed my favorites. Let me know down below what are some of your favorites of the month that you want to share with me, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!
Right next to me, and I'll be